Hello and welcome to the weather update. It's a little after 8 p.m. on May 18th, 2019. And just as I thought, the sun was out today, good amount of sunshine, but a lot of these high clouds. I don't know if you can see them on this high resolution satellite, but you can see the sky was kind of milky and hazy, at least for most of the day until later in the afternoon when some of that finally cleared out. You can see here some thicker clouds over in the actual earlier on. We'll look at this one as well, and you'll see here. Let me move this over, and we'll put the loop into the longest loop that we can put to show you what I'm talking about. So you can see here these hazy clouds that seems to have just kind of affected our area today. These were probably cirrostratus clouds. It almost looks like smoke though on the satellite, but I think it's cirrostratus. You could see all of it right there. Kind of makes the sky kind of milky. Not a nice looking sky, but it did get better later on. So what we're looking at right now, we have a pretty nice sea breeze right now. Temperatures in the upper 50s across almost all of Long Island. Warmer, of course, in the city where it's in the mid 60s. But even Tom's River is getting in on that sea breeze. So everybody's getting in on that sea breeze today. We'll back it up to around 2 o'clock when it was warmer. And you can see it was in the low 70s across much of Long Island. And the sea breeze was along the South Shore developing. And so temperatures got into the low and mid 70s across the area today. And like I said, pretty a nice day, considering, despite the fact we had all those high clouds. I mean, not great if you want to get nice blue skies for taking pictures, but a nice day to be outside. And now we have this nice sea breeze that's really making things extremely comfortable outside, and the dew points are very low as well. We can look at the dew points and see the humidity is also pretty low. We have dew points in the upper 40s and low 50s across the area. We can look at the temperatures here too. So Central Park has 64. We'll look at Farmingdale, and it's down to 59 there. So all in all, very nice day. Despite the fact we had those clouds around. It's a good sunny day compared to what we've been dealing with. I do want to look at earthnullschool.net, and I want to look at the pollution. So we're going to look at. You can see. Or we're going to go to particles because let's go and look at this PM10. Alright, yep, just as I suspected. So when we look at this, you'll see that there's a lot of smoke actually coming from Mexico, because there are a lot of wildfires in Mexico and Central America, and some of that smoke maybe brings some haze over our area. This is I thought. That's why I figured I'd show you this. So if it was a little hazy today, that could be why it's been hazy, because of all this smoke or some haze that's coming out. Obviously, they got some really nice clean air out west. We're not seeing that, but again, I'm thinking that could be what it is. We can also look at dust in the atmosphere too, because we always have this thing. Last year we had it too. You could see we have this dust from the Sahara, or sand, this fine particles of sand that are blowing off the Sahara and making its way all the way into the it's going on the easterly trades and coming all the way into Central America, and that could be. And remember, we have this ridge in the east, so that could be bringing some of that dust up as well. So I'm thinking that has something to do with it. And if we look at even carbon dioxide, you can see there's quite a bit of COSC. This is carbon monoxide surface concentration. That's quite a lot. Again, we'll just get this out of the way and show you. Could explain why I was feeling kind of. If you were feeling kind of weak or tired today, maybe this has something to do with. Why is there so much? Oh my gosh, that's carbon monoxide is a poisonous gas. Obviously, the concentration is it's very low, but not enough to hurt you per se. But it might have some effects. And this is carbon dioxide. Nothing there that seems to be. Let's see what the carbon. Nothing terrible there. Normally I don't look at these things. And then this is sulfur dioxide as well. Those numbers are kind of high too as well. It's interesting. I don't know why, what's causing all this pollution exactly. But again, stagnant air maybe. But the air outside now is very nice. But earlier, when we didn't have that wind, if we go back again to this afternoon around 1 o'clock. We barely had any wind, and that's partially why I think that the air quality was kind of like crappy and it was hazy. But then when the sea breeze picked up around 5 o'clock, we got the cooler, cleaner air in off the ocean, and that cleared the haze out. I think that's what happened today. So let's go and look at the models and see what we have coming, because we do have a chance of precipitation tomorrow with ahead of this cold front that's coming. So I'm going to shift it over to the NAM, and we can look at the cold front and see. So again, no chance of precipitation tonight, and tomorrow it's going to be dry most of the day. NAM seems to have some scattered showers possible around the morning hours, very scattered. And then here's this line of thunderstorms that forms off to the west. But you can see it kind of just falls apart. And then Monday, we have much more of a chance as we get into Monday. Because we have this cold front approaching, and we're going to have more of a return flow tomorrow, which brings up the humidity. But the actual front doesn't move through and approach the area until Monday. And you can see, yeah, that could pop up some strong thunderstorms, perhaps, when that moves through. So we'll have to keep our eye on that. As far as sky cover goes, we're going to have a good amount of clouds around tomorrow. I think, again, with a lot of high clouds, probably a lot of cirrus level clouds around. Not a great looking sky. And then Monday, obviously, we're going to have tons of clouds ahead of that cold front. But if we shift over to the GFS, show you that there may be some hope for some clear skies on Tuesday. So clouds Sunday, Monday. And then as we get into Tuesday, it looks like we tried to clear things out a little bit. We try, but we have this front nearby, so it might not be completely clear. We'll have to keep our eye on that. And then the rest of the week looks kind of junky as well. So we'll go and look at the temperatures next. Show you what the temperatures are doing. So if you hear that, those are the planes flying over the JFK. They're pounding us today with the arrivals, and they basically, with the planes, they go all the way into the middle of the island. It's probably another corruption thing. They want to fly over the middle of the island instead of going over the South Shore because a certain demographic lives there. Maybe, probably not though. I think it has more to do with the wind, because the wind is from the south, so then they usually take that approach when the wind's from the south. But anyway. Temperatures tomorrow, mid-70s, similar to today. It's the humidity that will be coming up. And Monday is going to be a little more brutal. Monday could see the city in New Jersey getting above 80, maybe even 90 in Toms River, perhaps 90 in Toms River. I would not surprise me if it goes up to 90 here. Well, North Shore will probably be close to the 80. South Shore, there'll probably be a sea breeze, so should keep most of Long Island below 80, hopefully. Front moves through Tuesday, cools off. We're in the upper 60s, and then Wednesday we're around 70, and Thursday it's backed off a little bit on the heat for Thursday, which is good. So temperatures now only in the low 70s, perhaps for Long Island. It's the humidity that's going to come up tomorrow. So let's look at those dew points and show you that the humidity will be on its way up. So as we get that southwest flow, you'll see some of the more of the humidity coming in. However, it seems like, again, Long Island is protected here. We're kind of like in a somewhat patchy dry air, so the humidity will be up, but it won't be too bad. Whereas New Jersey is going to really be experiencing some high humidity. They just can't win in Jersey. They got the heat and they got the humidity. And in Monday, then we all start dealing with dew points in the 60s. But then when that front moves through, dew points drop into the upper 30s. So it'll be nice and dry Tuesday, low dew points Wednesday, and even Thursday it shouldn't be too bad. So I think that's pretty good. I think that just about wraps up this weather update. Again, depending on where you are, I mean, like I said, in the afternoon it was a little clearer, but you'd have this like milky haze in the sky. You could actually see it on the high-resolution satellite. But all in all, a pretty good day, especially for the PGA. Weather definitely cooperated there, and it should cooperate tomorrow too, except for maybe some morning showers. So that wraps up this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.